Hi, my name is BJ Starr. I'm from Dunedin, and we're standing here in front of Ahern's office. He is one of the people who has been one of the worst in the war against women. Here in Florida in 1980, we voted to have an explicit right to privacy for all citizens, something that Ahern and his colleagues in the Florida legislature have done is made House Bill 1179, which became Amendment 6, which you'll vote on in November. It will cut out an exception for all women in terms of their reproductive health. We cannot stand and be quiet when the Florida legislature wants to take women out of the Florida Constitution.
My name is Mary Freeman. I'm president of the Democratic Women's Club of Upper Pinellas, the oldest Democratic women's club in the United States. We have fought for 72 years for women's rights. We cannot go back to 1940. The governor in Tallahassee that is trying to strip any right away from any woman, anything you can think of, he's going to try and take it away from us.
The amount of history that is repeating here, I feel like it's deja vu, and I wasn't even alive during Women's Lib, you know. We're starting to rise up and we're the majority, so they want us to just get our shoes back off and get back in the kitchen, it seems like. So they want to attack us with our reproductive organs, and I think that's kind of ridiculous. These white dudes that are trying to tell us women how to frickin' bleed every month or how to live our lives, you know, they want to have wait lists and disclosure for birth control, but, you know, they can get their boner pills with zero copay.
We are here to say that this war on women is atrocious. ERA would cure this war if we had one. If we had an ERA in the U.S. Constitution that prevented sex discrimination, this would fall under the aegis of sex discrimination big time. And you can see by this graph that the graph shows that there were very few bills against women. Suddenly, in 2011, look at that slope. Look at that slope, everybody. Look at that slope of bills. That's why we're here. We don't understand it. We decry this war on women. We are starting a war for women with the Equal Rights Amendment that just needs 3 more states to pass into the U.S. Constitution. Currently, it doesn't pass because of big business. Big business doesn't want to pay us equal wages. In Florida, we make 72% on average of what a guy makes for the same job. That puts 1 out of 7 women in poverty when they're elderly. It's only 77% across the nation, and women don't know that.
I'm here because I understand what's going on with reproductive health and it being jeopardized in this country. We're sliding back 100 years. I can't believe it's happening. But I'm thinking that it's the last wave of these old conservative men who just want to have a hissy fit and get their way.
It's very important for women to educate themselves about their sexual reproductive health. I think it's very important for mothers to teach their children, especially girls, the importance of their sexual health, how to care for themselves, how to avoid pregnancies, how to avoid STDs. And I think there's such a stigma still in this country, as open as we are, and all the media focuses the attention on the sexualization of girls, of women. You know, we exploit ourselves in the media. Women are exploiting themselves, but yet there's still a stigma to teach your girls about sexual health and sexual reproduction. And this legislation is just a sham. It's a shame because it's just a way of dividing us and keeping us away from important issues like our economy and sending money out to wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and instead of putting money back into our infrastructure, which is in social services and education, and that's what we need. We need an educated class. We need educated women. We need to have women integrated into society, not just as mothers, but as fellow workers, co-workers, and we shouldn't have laws restricting us or hindering us or applying stigma to us because we want to be employed and work along with men, and nobody should have a right to know whether I had an abortion or not. That's none of your business.